What's going on? What's good? This is Big Hawk, that Yonkers native. I'm just going to let you know what's going on again in the city and why a lot of these businesses are leaving. Right over here, there used to be a lot of businesses, but because of the rent went up and went through the roof, a lot of the rent went from $30,000 a month to $100,000 a month. A lot of these businesses decided to take their businesses elsewhere and have their workers work from home. That's how bad New York City is. We're going to keep walking. We're walking to 35th Street and 7th Avenue. The same thing over here. These was businesses over here, and these was people that lived in these places. But what happened was their rent went up and went too high. $6,000 a month to $10,000 a month, even to live there as a resident. So this is 35th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue. We're walking down. Over here is the same area thing. You see them right there? There used to be a lot of businesses. People was renting them out. Look at them. They're dead now because people's rent went up. Maybe, like I said, some people was paying $35,000 a month. Now the landlords want $100,000 a month. We're going to keep walking. This is the block that I have to walk from to and fro to Bryant Park. And this whole block has become an expensive place. A lot of businesses took their businesses somewhere else because they said, why am I going to pay $100,000 a month when I can have my employees work from home and we pay them the same pay? Over here too, you see this? A lot of them are being emptied. I came through there one day. The trucks are coming. They're taking their furniture. They're taking them out. I'm asking people why. They said their rent went up. They don't want to renew their lease. This is how bad and how expensive and how unaffordable. If you don't have money in New York, you're going to run into situations like this. You're going to be paying $50,000 a month, and all of a sudden you turn around and you have a lease that says, okay, now you got to pay $100,000. So that's the extra $50,000 a month that you have to pay. There's a place that I'm coming to in a few minutes that we used to eat at, and the man had to shut his doors because it went from $35,000 a month to $100,000 a month. We're going to get there in a few minutes, and it was a good place to eat. They padlocked the doors. It's over. Now, here across the street, you have the Renaissance Motel, and you have on Planet Fitness. They good. They make their money regardless. So they you know what's going on with that. On the left-hand side over here, I'm going to show you where we used to eat at. Right here, they had to padlock this door. The man was paying like $34,000 or $35,000 a month. Now they're asking, I think, $100,000 a month. So this is what a lot of people, businesses in New York are dealing with. They're running from the situation. They're saying, listen, we can't afford it. We will not pay it because the COVID situation got us messed up. Look at that. They padlocked the door. It's over. It's finished. It's done. They decided they had to get out of there. They had to get out of there, and that was their decision and choice to do so. Now we're walking straight up. I'm going to show you where we used to have our office until we left. Right there was our office when I first started the job in 2001. But the landlord raised apparently the rent. So our company said, you know what? We got a better deal. We're not going to sign no more leases. We're out, and we've been there ever since. Now we're going to keep walking. We're going to keep walking. This street right here is becoming very expensive to rent. In a lot of these places, they have apartments. The apartments are like, believe it or not, like $10,000 a month. Now, if you're making $16 an hour, $20 an hour, even $30 an hour, how are you going to be able to afford it? They're trying to push the people that have no high income out of the city. Now, we're going to go across the street we used to eat at, and they have after COVID, they had to shut down because right there, that was a Korean spot right there, but they had rent was raised, I think, from $34,000 or no, I think it was like $40,000 a month, and I think they raised it to like $85,000, so they had to leave because of the COVID knocked everything out and it killed it. Now we're gonna walk up the street here, and there used to be a Burger King that we used to sit down and have like lunch. We used to have I used to have like the Impossible Burgers or French fries or something like that. And they decided to leave. Now they have the money to pay it, but the guy said, "Why would I do that when I just found a spot that's going to give me a cheaper lease?" And it's coming at right now. It turned into, I think, a cannabis shop. So this is what's going on in the city. The city is becoming very, very unaffordable to have businesses or live right here. Right here. This used to be we even went there, not even after bonding. We used to sit there when it was cold or it was snowing or raining. They knew us. We used to sit there or stand in front inside and watch our posts, but now we're turned into a cannabis shop. But this is what's going on in the unaffordable city of New York. They are pushing businesses out. They're pushing patrons out and making people think what they have to do. This is Big Hawk, that Yonkers native, to host of Street Talk, bringing you the latest news. I'm going to keep doing this and let New York City right now is very, very expensive, and it's under siege. It's unaffordable, and a lot of people are leaving. Peace.